Hey, beautiful. What's good? It's your girl, Choreo here. I help working professional women to get stronger and to feel more confident in themselves through my personalized workouts. So, guys, I understand, say, it is always a problem with the time. Always a complaint, say, I don't have time for workout, I'm doing this with the pity them, I do this with my workplace, but just don't have the time. And this is why I create these workouts so that you can understand that workout does not mean 2 to 3 hours in the gym. You can do a simple 20 to 30 minutes at your home. And this 100-day fitness challenge is my intention to teach you that and to help you with that. So, Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for joining me on this day 3 of the 100-day fitness challenge. I hope you and yours are having a blessed day today. And what I've been doing as well, every day I've been reading a thought from this particular book. It's called The Courage to Be Yourself. This is not a paid ad. It's just what I want to set the intention for the end of this 100-day fitness challenge. I want you to feel more confident, more courageous, more emotionally independent in yourself. And so, on that note, baby, the uh, thought for today is courage and everyday actuality. What exactly is courage? Courage is the ability to do what needs to be done or feel what needs to be felt in spite of fear. It's the willingness to risk or act even when we are frightened for pain or in pain. So let me read that again. It's the willingness to risk or act even when we are frightened or in pain. If you want to be emotionally independent and have more courage, you can. In fact, you already have a great deal of courage. We seldom think much about the courage we exert in simple, normal situations. So, for example, having a baby, going to work day after day, sustaining relationships, for example, it takes courage to fall in love. Don't we know this? To be honest with ourselves and to survive a loss, move away from a home, share a fare with a friend, ask for a raise, get a divorce, take on a job that challenges us, or tell someone when you're angry or hurt. So try writing down a list, what we're going to say for today, in addition to, of course, the exercise, may I give additional homework, yes, gal. Try writing down a list of things you've done, though you felt afraid. Those were acts of courage. Sometimes just getting up in the morning and proceeding with your life takes tremendous courage. And I invite you to do some reflection on that. You don't have to comment below, but this is your own time to do some introspection and say, I've been courageous, and write that list and think about it and say, I've been doing all of these things all along. It really does take courage. There's some things that you're doing, my darling, that nobody has the courage to even do. They're so filled with fear. And through you doing it, you're inspiring them to keep going. So, for example, the 100-day fitness challenge. Like, who does this? We're doing it. Welcome to day 3. Today, we're going to be continuing with the core. And today, on day 1, I'm going to drop those videos right here. We did dynamic core movements where we did like regular abs workout. We did a series of abs. You can check that link and go to that. And then we did another dynamic workout where we're doing standing, we're moving up and down, we're challenging our balance. Now today we're doing static core work, where we're going to be holding a plank, forearm plank, 45 seconds, side plank, 45 seconds, side plank on the other side, 45 seconds. And we're also going to be doing the forearm plank with leg lifts. Now I'm going to also be providing you with some modifications. Let me just show you exactly what those will look like from now. So we're doing 3 rounds of each exercise, just like what we did before. And each exercise, as I said, is 45 seconds. So when you want to be doing a plank, ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining me, you want to set up, make sure your elbow is stacked under your shoulders. And when you set up first, press through the upper back, right? So you set up. So right away, I am already in a modified plank position. Keep my belly button tucked in tight. It's almost like I'm building a tower here, right? So I'm not sinking my upper back. Nice and powerful here. Then you want to extend one leg, then 2 legs. Make sure the butt is not up, but engage. Keep the butt down. Keep the belly button tucked in. Do not arch the lower back. So this is the first one right here. Okay? And then the second one will be a side plank. Side plank modification would be right here. You can either do the side plank dynamically, where you're lifting, hold it for 2 seconds and down. That's why if you cannot, you really just cannot hold it up here in this already modified position. You're allowed to do up, hold for 2 seconds, and down. Up, hold for 2 seconds. Or fully advanced, you bring yourself up like this. Another alternative to lifting up here, probably you cannot stack everybody on top of each other. Bring one leg forward to take off some of the weight off of the body. And in the final plank, we're going to be doing, you're going to get back into that first position, the forearm plank here. And then you're going to lift one leg, two leg, one leg, two leg. Okay? So that's 4 exercises. So that's 4 exercises. Forearm plank, side plank 1, right, side plank left, that's 3. And then the forearm plank, the leg lifts. All right. Now, in terms of the forearm plank with the leg lifts for modification, it can be the same as the modification for just the static hold, where you just lift one leg back like that, one leg back like that. If it's available, lift one leg up, lift one leg up, okay, while maintaining knee contact with the floor. All right, so we're gonna get right into it. It's Christmas Day. We've got a lot of work to do. We gotta go cook, clean, and all kind of things. So we're gonna get started. Let me just get my timer up and running. Doing a little bit of a warm-up first. So let us take our warm-up. Let's do some breathing. Inhale through the nose. And breathe out. Focus on setting an intention for this workout. You could bring the thoughts into play where I am courageous. Breathe in. And breathe out all toxic energy, all negative thoughts. Then you can just start to wriggle the body. And if at the end of this 1 minute, we have 25 seconds left, you feel that you need a little bit more, you can pause the video and do a little bit more warm. Then I'm just going to do a head rotation to one side, head rotation to the opposite side. I'm going to bring arms back so we get a quick stretch across the chest. Show you what that looks like. Quick stretch. All right, let's get into the first plank. 45 seconds. Here we go. Now remember, it's always great to, especially when you're doing things like a plank where you're holding in place, to have a mirror that can help you to spot if, okay, is my butt too high? Is my tummy sticking out? Or any of those little things. And it's great as well if you can use a phone, video yourself at baseline if it's the first time you're doing this, and say, this is where I was 2 months ago, this is where I am now. And rest for 30 seconds. You rest. And now I'm setting up to go into my side plank. Keeping the belly button tucked in tight. Remember those modifications that I showed you earlier. Apply them where appropriate. Here we go. And up. "30 seconds rest." Now we go to the opposite side. Same thing. And we're up in 5. And 1. Let's get it. And you want to actively keep the hip pointing upwards. What tends to happen sometimes with a plank is that the hip that's on the top tends to sink backwards. And so what happens is you can develop lower back issues because you're straining by putting an undue twist in the spine. That's not necessary or uncalled for in this particular exercise. So be conscious of that. Keep the belly button tucked in tight. Keep your body nice and solid. If I should touch you, only micro movements should be had. All right. 30 seconds rest. And now remember that other exercise that we're going to be doing where we are on forearms and we're lifting the legs back. Remember the modifications, and do those in replacing the regular plank leg up. Okay, here we go. Pressing up through the arms first, lifting one leg and down. The great thing about this is you're also getting a booty workout while you're doing this plank. Squeeze the glute as you lift each leg. And rest. 30 seconds coming up. Rest. Whew. We're doing everything again from the top. So that was round 1. We're going for round 2 now. Okay? Just gonna change the orientation a bit to make my video look exciting. Is that okay? All right. 5 seconds. We get into position. Here we go. We're up. And rest. Whew. We're gonna go into our side plank. Second time doing it. Side planks. Five seconds. Getting ready. And we're up. Rest. Opposite side. Second round. After this, we have one more round to go. And then you've got the rest of the day to spend with your family or in solidarity. We've got 8 seconds. Get ready. Here we go. We're up. You want to also try to maintain an open chest while you're doing this plank. Remember, keep the hip up, pretending you're in between two walls. Keep that belly button tucked in tight, shoulders are rolled back. Don't allow the head to drop as much as it's tempting. Keep the head in line. Focus on the breath. And rest. And then we're going to do our planks with the leg lifts back. We have 5 seconds on the clock. Ready? Getting into position. Here we go. And lifting. 1, squeeze those glutes. Keep that belly button tucked in. Keep the hips low. Keep the head up. And rest. 30 seconds. We are on round 3. Final round to go. We got this, babes. Day 3. Last round, round 3. For today. And then we do it again tomorrow on Boxing Day. Let's get it. Set up. Keep those hips down. Final round. And rest. Whew. So we have one more round of side lunges, side planks. Final round. And I am already breaking a sweat. Y'all see I'm out here working with you. This is not a game. It's not a camera trick. We're out here working, babes. So 3 seconds. Let's get it. Final round. Let's make this last one our best one. Keep the chest open. Roll the shoulders back. The belly button tucked in tight. Keep those hips pointed up to the ceiling. Rest. Opposite side. We are getting it in. 15 seconds. We're almost at the end. 2. Let's get it. Final round. Come on, push through. Remember, you're just a few seconds. Think about how great you're gonna look, how great you always feel at the end of your workouts. Keep that hip lifted. Excellent. Good job. All right, so we move into our final round of full forearm planks and leg kickbacks. All right, we got this. Five seconds, get into position. Final round, ladies. Final round, final exercise. Let's get it. We're up. Leg up. Keep that belly button tucked in tight. Focus on something ahead of you so that you're not breaking the alignment of the spine. Keep the belly button in. Think about protecting the spine by keeping a nice solid core. Squeeze the glutes as you lift the leg. And rest. Immediately, we're going to push right back into a child's pose. And what I want you to do is leave the fingertips up so that you get an added stretch. You increase intensity and the range. You can open the legs and allow the hips to fall or the pelvis to fall in between onto the mat. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And you can release the hands, palms in contact with the mat. From here, we're going to go into our trusty cobra pose. We're on the floor and keeping the shoulders down, away from the ears, squeezing the shoulder blades back together, lift in and uncurl the toes and relax here. Pulling down to the floor. One more time, going up, heeling the body away from the floor. And down. We're going to get into a counter rotation stretch. Very simple. Here, place one leg across, hug leg, and look away. Feel the hip of the leg that you're holding relax, especially the side part of it. Inhale and exhale. And switching to the other side. You're getting ready to close off. Remember, our thought for today was courage. Appreciating that you've been courageous with all of your life steps this far. If you've If you've made any sort of decision, it took courage. It took courage to choose between point A, point B, point C. And for some of us, we have several different options, but it takes courage. So don't you worry. Don't think that, because maybe you're not the loudest person in the room, that your voice is not being heard. You are a courageous person, and it's time for you to start believing that. Thank you so much for being here. If you are interested in continuing to do live workouts with me, you can join me for Bootcamp starting in January 5th. For persons who are wondering if this particular program is live, it is not live, but I do upload per day. So I will film like 5 or 6 a.m. Jamaica time, and then the upload is done at 10 a.m. So no, these are not live. If they were live, I'd open the floor for question and answer, but they aren't live. I do them, pre-record them, and then I upload them. If you do want to join me live for bootcamp, we start on January 6th. We're going to do workouts Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays for 1 hour each session. The intention of that program is for weight loss, strength, mobility. And if you sign up for the bootcamp for January 6th, leading up, it's a 20-day challenge, then you are also gonna have full access to my dance program absolutely free, which is gonna be run every Friday. It's optional, but you have access to that as I prepare persons for Jamaica Carnival Parade 2025. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you tomorrow for day 4.